Hi there, YouTubers. Tom from Tom's Test Kitchen here. And what I'm going to try to do today is dehydrate some items. I've got here 2 large sweet onions, and I'm just going to roughly chop them, add them to the dehydrator tray, and I've got some garlic, I got some serrano peppers, and some cilantro. Now, what I'm going to try to do is dry these on the dehydrator and then grind them up into a powder, and then work on a mixture that'll make for making homemade salsa, like a real quick salsa that you could add to fresh diced tomatoes or a can of canned tomatoes. I've already got some jalapeno powder that I'm going to add to it, so I think this is going to be good. So I've learned my lesson about dehydrating. You want to cut things a little smaller than you would think, because it does take longer for some of these items to dry out, especially things like onions and peppers that have a pretty high water content. So I'm just going to give them a rough chop like this and just spread them out onto the tray. Okay, that's how I'm going to do the onions. You got that idea. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next with the garlic, and then the serrano peppers, and then the cilantro. Okay, got the serranos chopped up, and notice I am wearing plastic gloves because serrano peppers are pretty spicy. You don't want those oils on your hands. I mean, you can wash them many times, but you're still going to have that oil on there, and trust me, you don't want to touch any part of your body with them, especially your eyes. And for some reason, I always, when I'm doing stuff like this, I get an itch on my eye. It must be some subconscious thing. But anyway, I got the serrano peppers on there, and I'm including the seeds and everything because that's where all the heat comes from. So this is going to be really good. Okay, on to the garlic. Now I'm going to try something that I saw another guy do on YouTube for peeling a large amount of garlic. And I wasn't certain if it would work. So let's see. So I've got, this is a head of garlic broken up into cloves. And what he said was, I got a little bit of moisture in there. Okay. What he said was to put it in a bowl and then put another bowl over the top of that, and then just shake it vigorously for, I don't know, a couple minutes or whatever. Let's see if this works. Well, it did remove quite a bit. As you can see, there's quite a few. Did a pretty good job, but not too satisfied with that. I think I would just be better off hand peeling them. So I'm going to go ahead. I mean, several of them did come loose, but it does make it a little bit easier to remove. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish this like this. Okay, I've washed and patted the cilantro dry, and I'm just going to add this to the dehydrator, stems and all. Like good flavor in those stems, and there's no need to destem it. So I would think that the cilantro would be pretty quick to dehydrate. So I've got my cilantro, my garlic. I only did one head of the garlic because it was kind of a pain in the butt. I need to get one of those rolly things to take the skin off, but that should be enough garlic for what I want to try, what I want to test next. So I got my garlic, my cilantro, my serrano peppers, and my onions. I'm going to put this on the dehydrator, and it's probably going to have to go overnight. So that's what I found the last time that I dehydrated the jalapenos. It pretty much did take over overnight. So I'm doing this outside because I don't want that smell of the garlic and the... Actually, I don't mind it, but I don't think my wife would care much for it. Okay, going to go put that on the dehydrator. Okay, I'm back. I had to actually let this dry in the dehydrator overnight because it takes a while. So here I have the cilantro. It smells good, really good. I'm just going to put this in my handy dandy spice and nut grinder. I should be able to get all of this in there. But once you kind of crush it up, it doesn't take up much room. And I got all the stems and everything because there's a lot of flavor in the stems. And once it's ground up into a powder, you won't know the difference. Okay. There we go. Oh. It's getting in my nose. Smells good though. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to put a mask on because, I mean, it smells good, but man, it's potent. Okay. There we go. Cilantro powder. Be back with the rest of them. Okay, cleaned out the spice grinder, and I've decided to put on one of these because, you know, it's not irritating, but I don't want to be sneezing and coughing throughout this whole video, so I'm going to put on a dust mask. Okay, now I got the garlic. Just going to put that in the spice grinder. I wonder what it would be like if you didn't peel the garlic. Just cut it up with the skin on it and everything. I'm gonna have to try that someday. Okay, there's a stray piece of cilantro. Let's just add this garlic to here. And here we go. Woo! Homemade garlic powder, look at that. And even through this mask I can smell it. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and then continue on. Now we move on to the serrano peppers, and I'm definitely going to need a mask for these. When I did the jalapeno peppers, get a whiff of that powder and it definitely irritates the nostrils. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna let that settle a little bit. Maybe when I open it I won't get a face full of peppers. Yeah, that's a good idea to just let it set for a minute. Okay, there's the serrano pepper powder. Oh, even through the mask I can smell it. It smells awesome. Okay, so I've got cilantro powder, got garlic powder, I've got serrano powder. Now I'm going to move on to the onions, and you'll see in another video what I'm going to do with this. Now we have the onions. Nice and crispy. Should be able to get all these in there. I gotta say, this is the first time I've ever dehydrated these items, and I'm really happy. I gotta thank Linda over there at 255 Sage. And I've only used my dehydrator for making beef jerky, and I never thought about using it for dehydrating, you know, garlic and onions and cilantro. That's all it's going to fit in there. So let me just kind of get this down. Finish. Okay, there we have it. Cilantro powder, garlic powder, serrano powder, serrano pepper powder, and onion powder. All from fresh ingredients. And I tell you, the smell and the flavor is so intense. So much better than what you buy in the store. I just can't get over the intensity of this. So, okay. Watch the next video, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. Tom out.